I just finished a counselling session at uni to talk about how it feels to write these songs and what it feels like to process the emotions of it all. And a bit shattered at the end there, because but also liberated at times, like, really happy to just build up the courage toward wanting to put my songs out there and believing in them enough to do it, and feeling intelligent enough and not stupid, and for ending up in a relationship where I got my arm twisted behind my back.
No, lost for words.
It's okay. I'm just sort of playing with the learning about the light. I'm changing. I've focused in and close up, and then the light changed. I don't know how I did that.
But the memories of the last few years have just come to mind, and how do I process the whole swag of them. And I've turned on this video recording because I don't have my ukulele with me right now, so I can't just play a song to soothe myself. I'm into the counselling session. I'm going straight home to try and study and hopefully not distract myself with TV and chocolate, because it's nearly Easter. Hopefully I can actually get some of my website development subject done and work toward making that a reality and link it to my blog, which hopefully I'll have the courage to put this on. Got the hard yards. Yeah. Wish I had my ukulele now. I could at least soothe myself with a song. Not just look at myself in that screen and go, you could be prettier, you could be brighter, you could be stronger, you could be more intelligent, you could be less fucked up, less messed up over other people and how they've treated you, and whether your fears were even realistic to worry they might want to kill you one day. I mean, it's sharing that with the counsellor that that's what I was worried about 2 and 3 years ago. It's not fucking fun. Like, he's put holes in my walls. I don't try not aggravate if he's aggravated, because you don't want that, and or try and not tell him what to do, because but I was still blaming myself sometimes, and even in that phase, and plenty of times in other phases when I was with him as a relationship and as a friendship. Like a day or two later after he'd go, he'd just disappear, and I'd miss him so much I would end up apologising. I became aware of that as a pattern, and really sad pattern, and I'm still sad about it. Because I didn't know I deserved better, and I didn't know it was eroding my intelligence, and it was eroding my self-esteem, and it was making me scared and really regularly anxious, and bringing back depression into my life that I didn't really need brought back.
And expect them to do what you want. We can learn from anybody or anything. You gotta be teachable.
the post-traumatic stress from the arm twist behind my back I've been dealing with ever since, and how I could try and be friends with someone who'd done that, I don't know. It must be, am I amazing or stupid?
So I'm just sort of learning how to film this as you are learning how to paint and showing me the colours you're choosing and what they represent. It's actually really interesting.
Why didn't I call the cops? Because he's got a bright side and he's got a beautiful side, and when he gives a compliment, it feels like the earth is singing for you, the sun is shining for you.
But it's like you're laughing at me, and you don't understand the misery you put me through.
So this feels like all the memories and they're being tossed about in the wind sometimes, in the wind of my emotions, and then other times I think, oh, just toss them now, just toss them away, because they're too hard to think about all the time. And I've had enough talking, I've had enough processing today. No wonder I end up distracting myself from my studies and watching TV and eating chocolate sometimes, because I just want to forget some of this shit and joys, all the memories, the mix up of them, and the mix up of just blow it away like you can when you blow a leaf to the wind and a feather. Try and let that be a metaphor for the extraneous pain of refeeling stuff when you're writing songs at times. Refeeling and reprocessing and trying to build up courage to share beyond just the emotional realm. Bring the art in.
This one here I painted, it represents the land, the red earth, and the circle. That's very important. Like when you sit around the circle, everybody's equal. There's no top person or bottom person. You're all on the same level.
Yeah.
And to me, it represents like the cycle of life, your spiritual journey, your physical journey, and your emotional journey. So that's what I thought about when I created that. And of course, the flag.
On the other side,
Yeah.
the flag, yeah.
And our colours.
And it's like you're laughing at me, not setting me free. So just set me free like I need to, by wiping the memory of you.
Yeah, we can lose ourselves in painting.
Yeah.
It's like singing.
Like what? Swimming?
Singing.
Singing, yeah.
Healing.
Like these trees behind me, beautiful, aren't they? Somehow they're art to me. So are the building behind, little big structure of the windows, and compared to the structure of the leaves of the tree. So really nice contrasts. I like that. even like the structure of the light and the window underneath it, and how the light reflects on the window, and how it's sort of a little bit of art behind me that isn't really art, but I see it as art at the moment. It makes me happier to notice it as art.
I love this. I love your pebble walk. But I can't risk the cost again. This time I'm making amends with my heart and myself. I'm taking my dreams back off the shelf. Right now. Right now. With the other side, with the spiritual journey, the emotional journey, the physical journey, does painting then bring that balance you were talking about before?
Yes, it does.
In terms of your healing?
Like when I sit here, anytime I create anything, to me it's a healing ceremony.
Right.
You know? So, it doesn't have to be a huge painting, it could be something like this.
Could be a little thing.
Yeah, a little tiny thing that has a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
And I like to put Aboriginal blessing in everything that I do. And that's something that I've come up with, an Aboriginal blessing. And to me, a blessing is I wish you everything you need in life, not what you want. Such as clean, fresh air to breathe, clean, fresh water to drink, shelter to keep you safe and warm at night. I wish you enough food to nurture your physical body. And I wish you love to nurture your heart. I wish you wisdom that you can see beyond the picture. You can see the whole picture and beyond. And I wish you courage to face whatever comes your way in life, and strength to face that challenge, and contentment in your heart and your spirit, that you will have peace. So that's to me what an Aboriginal blessing is.
Oh, Rhonda, thank you. Hearing that makes me feel like that blessing is something that I've needed this week.
That's
in
a
my
blessing for you too,
last
dear.
week of studies that I didn't know I needed to hear until now I'm hearing it. Well, I feel fortunate,
I'll
lucky,
give that to you, love.
blessed. Thank you. Just knowing that. Having that knowing of
sometimes
your
people
blessing
need to
being
hear things.
blown in the wind through the world to all people at times.
That's right. That's for everyone who needs it, or for everybody.
Yeah, and when
that's what we all need as human beings. 'Cause I'm realizing this is my life, and I no longer want your strife, or the same from any other friend, any other friend. We need to know our past as a nation and embrace everything, the good, the bad, the ugly,
and the beautiful,
and we need
and the creative
to move forward as a people, a nation. That's what we have to do, eh? Now, I'll just paint now.
Okay, thanks. A song I started to write 2 weeks ago was in a cafe at uni, and a girl at the table opposite me had a black eye, and I was crying a little bit through that song. That's a voice recording on my phone, that one. So I felt like I was singing it for me, for my healing, but also her, because no one gets a black eye by walking into doors anymore. Shit. So yeah, I'm thinking of trying to apply for a grant to try and write songs about recovery from domestic violence, and to try and help raise the issues, because that is the tendency. That song is about the tendency for us to want to just wipe someone out of our lives and our memories, and when actually that can just bury stuff and bury it in society, the issues, and not really raise them further into further discussion and further healing in communities, not just in one person's life like mine. So as much as I've cried, I'm trying not to anymore. I'm trying to be more creative now. And I've, it was 2.5 years ago, that last twist behind the arm, my last arm twist behind my back, and I did keep trying to be friends, and I did not need the pain and stuff, but lots of other women going through it, and I want to see if I'm focusing on my healing and my songwriting through the healing, that I can share that with others and see what happens, just see if it helps anyone else along the way. Relationships where you've had really rough times and beautiful times, and I'm wearing this hat to just try and feel like a performer, not to feel like I'll have the courage to take this forward toward actually that amazing singer that I saw last night. I don't want it to be too long, because I'm 47, I'm not getting any younger, and my teeth aren't getting any whiter. Look at that. Oh, fucking annoying. And like one's cracked and now it's going dark, and now it looks, when I smile, like I've got a tooth missing or something. I don't know. But it's annoying, and I don't know if that's fixable ever, but I don't know if anything was ever fixable in that relationship, and why I kept trying to be friends and fix stuff and make amends and heal and grow and share wisdom. I even said to him once, if it's in a relationship regarding the one he went to after me, if it's tiring, not inspiring, why stay with it? And I thought about that a few days ago, since my last big cry about all this, and I thought, far out, why was I staying with it? It was tiring, not inspiring. And am I awesome, or was I just seeing him as awesome? And even that singer last night, am I just going to see him as awesome and not me, and not try this? Because that's the tendency I've had with other performers. I'll see everyone else as a musician but myself.
So this represents Jenny's home, where she lives. And this is about coming together as Aboriginal and non-Indigenous Australians. We found our common ground. We all have similarities, but we need to embrace our differences. And music is a powerful tool that connects everyone, no matter what background, what language you speak. It unites everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
I feel that too. I guess perhaps that's part of why we're friends, because we get that. We have similar values.
That's right, and music, it's my medicine. I have to have music every day.
Yeah, music, medicine, and painting medicine?
Yeah, and
Would
painting,
you say this
it all
is
goes
part
together.
Of it? Yeah.
Like in our culture, music, dance, storytelling, art, it's all combined
Yeah.
and it's all spiritual. It's about being inclusive. That represents the earth,
Oh,
the red earth where I'm from.
where is that? Where you're from?
I'm from Western Australia, born in a place called Carnarvon.
Okay.
It's by the Indian Ocean and the mighty Murchison River that flows into the Indian Ocean. That's my native title country. And I paint every day.
You do?
Yeah. Paint every day, sing, read every day. That's just to nurture my body, my mind and my spirit. It's a healing thing. It's a healing, like a ceremony, I guess you can say, for me.
Right.
And
Wonderful.
I feel connected to the ancestors. I like sitting outside, feeling the sun on my skin, listening to the wind in the trees and to the birds, like the kookaburras, the crows, the magpies. I just love the magpies, with their beautiful voice. Sometimes I even get up and dance, the kookaburra dance.
Kookaburra dance.
So this represents our journey where it weaves in and out, where you have your low points and then your high points, but you soon pick yourself up and you know that you'll get over your dark period and your moment in your life. It never lasts, so must always have hope. That keeps me grounded and connected to this sacred land. And people say, oh, but you didn't do anything with the land. We didn't need to. Everything was provided.
Yeah, and I love your songs in the choir where we learn that as we sing.
Yeah. So,
Rhonda writes poetry, and some of the poems have been translated into music by Joan, our choir leader of Meanjin Choir, and so we sing some of Rhonda's poems as songs, and they're so beautiful. Is it? Is it very good? Ooh, thank you.
So, well, I'm going to do my journey now. And for me, red is a sacred colour.
Okay.
It
Cool.
represents Mother Earth, the red earth, and represents blood
Right.
of all living people and all living animals. Because we have to respect all living life. Human life, animal life. So I'm just choosing this now because my earthy colours at high school. Because I teach our young people art as well. Not just art, I teach them history. I talk to them about language, culture, even though there's a couple of girls from WA there. I know their family.
Cool.
And I feel we need to share knowledge. Even if it's broken down knowledge, because that's not our fault. We were removed for generations from our land, you know? So we need to reconnect together through these things. That's why I like teaching art, and I also teach it to our women whose children are in care. They're still removing our kids from their birth bed, so I find teaching this, it gives the women hope, and it gives them where we can come together as one, you know, and share their stories with each other to know they're not alone. And I do that through art, music, storytelling, like our old ways, you know.
Yeah.
So even though we're living in a modern era, we still hold on to our ancient values of sharing and caring. So, and I think that's very important, that we must do that as human beings to one another, you know, no matter where you're from.
Well, yeah. The idea, I think, would be to put it in the film.
And when we play music together and make songs about the environment or the society that needs support and people that need support in it, you know, whether they're people like us or refugees or First Nations people or homeless people or any kind of people that are disadvantaged in some way, like we have that common thread of understanding between us, that we care, and I always thought we could do music together, and but even sometimes in music it was, you know, sometimes too dictatorial or sometimes too shy or sometimes too, you know, correcting me too much, or and other times it was just amazingly great, and the contrasts are so confusing that you just want to be able to relax when you play music. You just want to be able to laugh sometimes, and at times we could. No wonder I kept going at that friendship. No wonder, because I loved the things we created together, and I believed in them. And now I've got to believe in me and my solo work, because that matters too.
Painting is very healing, and it takes you to another place. And I feel as though my mother's here guiding my hand.
Oh.
She passed on,
Yeah.
but I never saw her again.
So you didn't get to grow up with your mum, your
No,
family?
never got to grow up with them. And
What
Mother's
happened?
Day is a very...
Yeah, we've just had Mother's Day.
Yeah, and it's a bit
hard
sad.
for some of us, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
And,
My mum passed in 2000 from cancer.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but I got to grow up with her, so I know I'm lucky for that
Yeah,
reason.
darling.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my fault, it was the government.
So
They
what?
had made racist policies to remove children,
Yeah.
Aboriginal children,
Yeah.
from their parents, from their culture, from their land. And it was sort of to stamp the black out of us. We learnt the white ways, learnt English, weren't allowed to speak our language. You got a flogging or you got your tongue scrubbed out.
So what year were you born, Rhonda?
1951.
1951. So what year were you taken from your mum?
When I was 3, 1954.
Right. Very young.
Yeah, so it's many times when I see a little kid, I'd get, like 3-year-olds, I'd get
Teary.
really teary-eyed and I
Yeah.
feel a lump coming. Because every child needs a parent, whether it's a mother or father,
Yeah.
or mum and dad together.
Yeah.
And every child needs to be nurtured and validated and loved. We didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
They virtually wanted to save our souls. They didn't care about the little girl.
They thought they were doing the right thing, it seems, from...
Well, I don't know.
Do you think that
No,
they
know
thought...
it's wrong to take a
Well,
child.
they must have, but do you think that underneath it all they thought they were, yeah, like you
No, I
said,
don't.
saving your souls from...
You know, a lot of white people say, wasn't it
shocking,
for your
isn't it?
own good? It's not for my own good.
Mm.
I'm still suffering from the effects.
Yeah. Yeah.
How can it be any good to a kid being removed
Yeah.
from their loved ones?
Yeah.
And that, it's...
It's illogical now to look back on, isn't it?
But people say
at the
it was
time,
the thinking of the time. I say, blow the thinking of the time. They're human beings. They would not like their children removed.
no.
So that, to me, that is an excuse. They're making excuses for the people of the time.
Yeah.
Any human being who has a heart and compassion would never do that to anybody. To me, they've lost their humanity. They've lost their spirit of being a human being. To think removing any child, no matter what their race,
Was to think it was good for them.
yeah,
Was
it's totally
a loss
the
of
opposite.
yeah
You ask any,
humanity.
the majority of stolen children, they would have rather been with their mob. They would not have issues of trust, issues of showing affection and that.
Yeah.
They would not have relationship problems.
Yeah.
Like one song I've written, it's called My Memories. My memories take me back to yesterday, growing up in a world without love. Can you imagine a whole hundreds of kids in that situation in the mission I was in? They said Jesus loved us. I've turned my back on Christianity, but we have always been a spiritual people anyway.
They connect in. You connect when you become one heart when you sing. From dark to light.
I've embraced my own spirituality in a way that I know, because I didn't grow up within culture. So I feel happy and contented in my mind and heart how I look at life now, even though there's still a lot of trauma. That's why it's important to me to be creative. To me, it heals my heart, my mind and my spirit. So I sit here all the time.
It brings to you what you couldn't have as a child.
Yeah, this is my way of reclaiming back
Yeah.
what was taken
Yeah.
and forcefully taken.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Forcibly?
Yeah. Forcibly or forcedly. Yeah.
Forcibly taken
I don't
from
know
me.
which. Is
So
Language is a tricky thing in English. I
and
don't
see,
always
that's why
get it
I use
right.
this as a white, purple and green represents International Women's Day.
Where's that in your painting?
Like the green and the purple, you know, the International Women's Day's colours.
Ah, yes.